Oh,
Okay,
God.
now go.
Welcome to the Grand Theft Modcast. My name is Vythrin. Next to me we have Geo Gimmick, and underneath me we have Ivy Visual.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey. Hey, LMAO. Okay. I don't know, welcome to the podcast, guys. So, we're gonna go over a quick review of kind of what's been going on this week. So, ScriptHookV finally got released by Alexander Blade, but only to be broken in an update several days later. But during that meantime, we actually got a pretty good taste of the modifications that were coming out. Um, I mean, there's just tons of them that actually came out during that this like entire week that was just awesome. But basically, what happened is Rockstar released this update, and then all the natives got shuffled around, and now they have to be rediscovered by Alexander Blade. So he has to go out and make another update to his ScriptHookV. And so, thanks Rockstar. You're halting progress for modders, and actually making the game look better and feel better, and and just improve it in general. But anyway, there's also Rockstar's mass banning at the moment for cheaters and just anybody using FOV clients, various scripts, script kiddies. People just breaking the ScriptHookV using a bypass to go online, which bypass was somewhere on, I think it was the Seven Sins forums. If you guys have ever heard of that, I don't even know.
Yeah, it was
Can't
on the
say I
phone.
have.
Okay. But this week we released several videos. We released one highlighting hydraulics, one highlighting the spawn random bodyguard, ultimate vehicle control customized plates, installing ASI files, which is a tutorial, plate thief car controls version 3, and the Lamar Gunner script, which is the most recent one. And then we have actually hit 100 subscribers within the first 4 days that we started this podcast. So thank you.
Thank you.
I feel like we should have got some confetti for this and just shot it off in your cameras.
As long as
Alright.
you people keep wanting to watch us, we'll keep making videos.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next
And
time there'll be confetti.
all right. So the current issues, there's a lot of them, and Rockstar's trying to do some stuff about it. But how about we have Gio here kind of highlight us on what's been going on with the current issues.
All right.
Oh, let me just get comfortable.
All right.
Mm.
Let's get comfortable while you watch me talk.
Mm.
All right.
Oh,
So, first of all, bypassing the bad sport lobbies. Well, basically, if you're a bad sport, you go around killing people all the time. You go fucking up their shit. Eventually, you'll be put into a bad sport lobby with other assholes, and that's where assholes kind of unite and fuck each other in the ass. But a user
well
has
said.
found a way to bypass the bad sport lobby, so he can go around killing us innocent players, assuming you're innocent, and well, it's just not very nice, you know. We just want to play a normal Grand Theft Auto game where we go around killing NPCs and not each other.
But sometimes you have to kill each other because that's just keep adds a little more to things and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. And then there was the bypassing ScriptHookV online. ScriptHookV by default, they had a function where when you went online, it would disable automatically so that people wouldn't be using the trainers and stuff that came out online. But on a forum, someone released a bypass for that, so people have been able to use cheats online and trainers and all that. That can be an issue when it comes to trainers and stuff. Some people might have only used it for car control, where you can control the uh, signal lights, the doors, and stuff. But some people did abuse it with the chaos mod and other things. I know one lobby I was in, things were just flying all over the place and exploding.
Yeah.
Um, and finally, rewards being tweaked. Well, that is the biggest issue out of all of it. I think anyway, people being able to change their RP, their cash rewards, and all that with just a simple program that everyone knows about, cheat engine.
Yeah.
And you're able to bring a vehicle into mod Los Santos paint spray, Los Santos customs, whatever it's called, and change the value of the vehicle, um, and essentially making you rich for doing nothing.
Yeah.
There's also a way to put insurance on vehicles that you wouldn't normally be able to, apparently. I didn't really look too far into that one, but it was there.
It's just generally all about just modifying values
Yeah.
that are more over user-sided, and this is something Rockstar should have never done for GTA Online, is trusting the client with these sort of values. But that's, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they're learning now that you shouldn't store the values on the user side, and they should be server-side values. Health, armor, etc. All those values should have been server-side from the beginning, but instead they're
Yeah, they really.
client-sided. So that's
And that,
yeah.
yeah. You could also use cheat engine to speed hack, and a few seconds later, that 45-minute wait would be gone, and you'd be able to sell a second vehicle instantly. Well, almost instantly. And it's really not fair to the players like myself that have spent hundreds of hours on the game. I've came from 360 to 1 to PC, carried my character over, and I've put a lot of work into the game. And now people online, it's just like when the DNS servers came out on the Xbox One. People did get banned for using them, thankfully, but some people did get through. And now it's happening on PC. People are just cheating their way in. But there has been a giant ban wave, and a lot of these people are being dealt with.
Right. So overall, it's been just there's been a lot of issues. The whole online release for Grand Theft Auto has just been not very smooth, to say the least. So,
Yeah.
But anyway, what we can look forward to in the future, though, instead of GTA Online, is the dedicated servers that are possibly coming from the multiplayer clients, 5M and V Multiplayer. There's one more, Multi-IV, or GTA MP as well. These are all different communities that are currently developing a system for dedicated servers for Rockstar, or that basically disconnects from the Rockstar Social Club, so you can enable things such as roleplay servers and whatnot. But then there's the actual communities that are going to be supporting them, which would be the two of them that we currently found that are really big, and there's a lot of actual registered users getting behind them, are 5RP and Los Santos Life. And as far as it goes, 5RP, they're currently getting everything together in the behind the scenes. They have, from what I know and what has been stated by some of their administrators, is that there are several developers on standby waiting to start scripting their server. And the Los Santos Life, they've currently worked on a client to log in, which eventually is going to allow them to hook into whatever dedicated server that they are planning on making. But both of these are both roleplay servers. There hasn't been any talk of communities from, say, San Andreas, like LSRP or NGG. They're not really speaking about making a Grand Theft Auto 5 server. But regardless, it's always something to look forward to in terms of those communities. But let's go ahead and go over some of the modifications that came out this week, because there are a lot, or not the modifications, I'm sorry. There's a lot of modification websites out right now, and there's, oh god, it's like they're all copy-pasted, but let's kind of go over them.
Yeah.
So,
There is a lot of them, and it seems like, well, obviously most of them are for hosting modifications. Some of them do some things differently. For example, some of them allow paid modifications, some of them don't. I'm not sure about the stand. I think some of them allow hacks or cheats, whatever you prefer. Some of them don't. but there, like I said, there's a lot of them, so I'm just gonna quickly go over the names and URLs of them all, and then I suppose we could discuss what's different between all of them more. First, we have GTA-5 mods, GTA5mods.com, dash mods, correction. Then we have MyMod5, which is mymod5.com, number 5. Then we have, of course, Nexus Mods. I'm sure anyone who knows about modding or mods their games knows what Nexus Mods is. They've been around forever. They do Skyrim mods. Just basically any game that can be modded has Nexus Mods there. We have GTA modding.fr.
It's a French
It's
website.
in French.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you speak French, then that's probably the website you're going to want to go. Then we have GTA All. That's gtaall.com/GTA-5. So I guess that's for both, or basically any GTA game, be that GTA 4, GTA San Andreas, GTA any 5, you know.
Yeah,
And
and
we have,
I was gonna say it's also important to note that GTA also supports other languages as well. I'm pretty sure Russian is actually one of their, or just in general, like Russians are a huge part of that specific website. So if you're Russian, check out that one because they have the language there for you.
well, I'm sure that there's a million other Russian mod websites that we just don't know about, but
Right, right.
we'll find out eventually. Then we have Cynics,
Cynics, I think.
synixe.com.
Yeah,
Again, that's synixe.
and it's ran by a guy named B-Man Designs. He's currently creating his own modifications. So, yeah.
Then we have GTA 5 Base, gta5base.com, number 5.
Yeah, this is this is actually an interesting one. This is one of those ones that actually allows kind of a it's an interesting thing because they allow partnership between YouTubers and modders as well. So you can actually earn some money off of them in a way. That hasn't been proven yet because nobody's really posting on there. So
Sounds pretty cool. Next up, we have GTA Forums. It's just gtaforums.com. If I remember correctly, this one's also been around forever for GTA modifications.
yeah,
So
Yeah,
if you play other GTA games and you've modded them, chances are you've probably found GTA Forums.
yeah. And it's more for communication purposes. I mean, this is the place you want to go to if you want to learn how to script and just get like the most current releases the fastest because they're more than likely posted there before anywhere else.
Yeah. Next up, we have CurseForge. Pretty much everyone should know what Curse is. It doesn't seem like there's that many modifications on it yet, so
Yeah, there's only
maybe
one.
yeah, maybe it'll explode, maybe it'll just die down. No one will use it. We don't know yet.
Right.
It's too early for us to tell. Next up, we have ModDB, the mod database. I'm pretty sure, again, that's another one. Anyone who mods their games knows what ModDB is, mod database.
Yeah, they're a little more
And
known for usually their larger modifications. They usually host massive like retail, like I guess for example would be in San Andreas they hosted massive texture overhauls and like HRT is basically going there. They were doing the Rosa project for San Andreas, but that got abandoned. But anyway, like moving on.
Okay, next up we have GTA Inside, just like GTA Forums. That's another GTA modding website that's been around for a long time. That's just gtainside.com. Anything to say on that?
GTA Inside is probably I'm gonna say one of the better ones. It's one of like GTA 5-mods.com is really good, but GTA Inside has been around forever. So it's generally the go-to
yeah,
place where people just post everything. So, I mean, generally speaking, you can't get files taken down from here unless they're like obscenely just ridiculous. I
Yep.
mean, I can't really go as far as to say what it is, but there's just so many modifications on this website. It's already pretty ridiculous.
And next up we have the GTA Universe Forums, which is gtauniverse.com. Now, just judging by, I don't personally know. I haven't really visited this website all that much, but just judging by the name, it seems like it's something very similar to GTA Forums.
Yeah, it's generally what it is just people reposting the modifications that they find onto one section is really what it is. But it's still nice because it's got everything just if that's your kind of thing, you can easily just see it and it'll just be
Yep.
in
yeah.
a line for you to just browse through them real quick. So
Good.
If you
Good.
like Zen 4.0 forums, then you'll like this site.
yeah,
And last
You know
but
what
not least, we have the subreddit r/GTAV mods, GTAV underscore mods correction, which is of course a subreddit, so it's on reddit.com.
right.
It's useful for both finding modifications and news about modifications, such as if there's been a ban wave or something like that. So it's similar to the other forums, but
Right.
more community based, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely
And
more
if you're a mod,
community-based. Sorry.
yeah, if you're a mod developer, people post ideas on here too. Apparently,
Yeah.
for mods.
So if you're looking to make the next big modification, you'll look over here and see if you can help some people out, because there are people interested in making requests and whatnot. So, but yeah, that about covers all the modification websites that we kind of found.
That was a metric ton of them.
Yeah, there was like 12, maybe
Jeez.
15.
Phew.
Way too many, but that's just
I
how it
mean,
is.
usually variety is good, but in this case, it just seems like there's going to be more than there is mods.
Right.
Ugh.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of them are just like you guys said earlier, just copying and pasting each other.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
we had the websites that've been around for a while, but most of the new ones like GTA 5 mods, the Synexi, and I forget which one it is now,
Say,
but there's another one there. Mod My
GTA.
5, I think it was.
Yeah, Mod My 5 and GTA 5 base, they're all kind of similar in one way or another. They all have the same format.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they all definitely have that same toolbar at the top with
Right.
the different sections.
Yeah, the same exact sections on each one. It's fucking vehicles, players,
Yeah.
player modifications, weapons, textures, scripts, maps, tools, and they don't have partnership.
I feel like this got released somewhere for people willing to start their own websites, and now everyone's using it.
Right.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
yeah,
It's a good format.
Yep. So right now it's just like a
Yeah.
race of or which website is going to take off. And right now I honestly think that GTA 5 mods is taking the lead as far
Yep.
as GTA
Yeah.
5 mods go. I mean, GTA Inside is probably going to be the contender as well, and easily going to compete. So just look towards those two ones if you're looking for the most up-to-date mods and releases. But a humble, you never know when something such as like GTA 5 base might show up and the partnership is gonna really
Yeah.
take off. You never know. So, I mean, that'd be
G-
nice,
yeah.
but who knows?
The subreddit's probably also a good place to go, if not even for looking for mods, but more for finding news and stuff about the mods.
hmm But going on, since we've covered the modding websites, we're gonna cover some of the modifications that I'm not gonna state all of them because there's way too many.
Oh
but
God,
we're gonna cover some of them that came out this week.
there's
quite
even
a-
more. There's even oh God, sorry. There's even more mods than there are websites.
Right.
If you thought the websites were a lot.
All right. So. All right. Let's get started because there's so many. So we have the GTA mod manager. We actually kind of looked into this today. I was looking around on GTA forums and we found a tool. Think the Nexus mod manager is what it is, basically, but not as advanced, so to speak. So it's kind of just kind of a way to toggle your modifications on and off. And since it's alpha state right now, and it might be a pretty good tool later on. We never know. I mean, like the Nexus mod manager is always like the god tier for any kind of modification manager at this point. So between the two, it's something to kind of pay attention to. So once again, that's the GTA mod manager, and it's created by Edgekiller.
All right, and then we have modifications. All right, then we have
Oh, you killed me.
All right, hold on.
You're
Hold
killing
on,
me.
I'm coming. All right, we got removed inch. I'm
Sorry.
okay. All right. All right, we got remove intro splash. Well, it's a tutorial created by Sungam. I think I said that right. Shows you how to remove the intro splash screen from the game. and it increases load times by doing so. You can find it on the GTA forums. We'll have a link somewhere for that. And you can also use Freaky's, GTA Lua hook to remove splashes.
Yeah, the GTA Lua hook is basically like an upcoming modification for writing in Lua. I mean, there's currently two of them, but this one is a little more different than the one created by HeadScript. But as far as it goes, what I noticed is that Freaky's automatically removes the intro, which is really nice. So you just simply install the script and it just removes the intro. So
Yeah, that's definitely.
Just like to point out real quick that we'll make a paste bin or something, maybe have something on our website with all these links in the description so you guys don't have to go through and find them all on your own.
right,
Yeah.
make it a little less painful to find all these.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll probably source them in the description after or during the
Yeah.
podcast or whatever. But
Sooner
Yeah.
or later.
yeah. And then the ScriptHook SDK. I mean, this is basically ScriptHookV. It's created by Alexander Blade. I mean, we mentioned that this came out earlier on in the week, and this is what triggered all the modifications to start popping up all over the place. Currently, there's a way to view the natives for it on either. I'm pretty sure it's his. It's his website? Yeah, it's his website. If you go to dev-c.com, you can actually see the natives, and the natives are basically ways to check what's currently possible. It's like reading plain English of what the functions might do. It's like, say, you can get an AI to get in or out of a vehicle. It's kind of like written out in a way that way, so you can kind of like piece together what's kind of possible. So
Yeah.
So then we have the Lua script hook by HeadScript. We mentioned this earlier. It's another Lua plugin, not the one by Freaky, but I don't know who's going to be taking over as far as Lua. But if Freaky keeps developing his, it's definitely going to be taking over the one by HeadScript because it's well managed.
Yeah. Keep in mind, right now you have to downgrade your game to use the script hook. If you have updated it with Rockstar's most recent GTA update.
Right. And you can actually get those files on the GTA forums. They're kind of posted all over the GTA V script hook thread, which you can probably just search for.
And most of the modding sites have them posted right on their front page from what I saw. Well, GTA 5 Mods does anyway.
Right. And I think there's, I might have seen a tool to actually downgrade it in the tools section on GTA forums as well. I wasn't too sure though. Didn't really look into it. Should probably check that out.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we have Sync Time V, which basically it's created by ECB2. It's used to sync the time on your computer with the time in game. So basically, think a 24-hour clock. So right now, if it's like 1:05 in the morning for me, it's going to be 1:05 in the morning in game. So
Pretty cool.
And then we got Hydraulics, created by Let's Play or Die. I personally, I didn't really like this mod. I thought it was a little too out there. It's not really hydraulics as much as it is bunny hopping.
Not at all. It's a pretty funny mod.
Yeah. Used for unrealistic hydraulic functions. If you played GTA San Andreas and you're thinking, oh cool, I can have hydraulics like in that, no you can't.
No.
It's nothing like that.
Not at all.
It's like if you had Mod So Be It and you accidentally turned vehicle flight on and your vehicle started floating away but then got capped at a certain height and then fell back down. That's what you got there.
Exactly.
The buttons you use is you press R on your keyboard. It's retarded. That's what it is.
Yeah. Press R to go really fucking high.
Yeah.
Alright.
Right.
We got Customized Plate, which is created by Plastic Tangerine. It's used to customize the text on license plates. So basically what you do is you go in game, you press +/equals, the key on your keyboard, and it'll bring up a little dialogue in the center of your screen in white text. It's really hard to read and terrible. But you can type in up to, I think it was 8 characters. So you can make it whatever your license plate, want it to be. If you want, you can put Ivy Visual, you can put Modcast, whatever you want to do. But it's generally an interesting concept. I mean, obviously, like later on, you could maybe do some more advanced things. Like I'm hoping what could happen is somebody's going to take over the whole vehicle customization thing and just make a gigantic plugin for it instead of all these various ones.
Yeah.
So.
All right. And then we got confusion. Okay. Okay. Then we got
Vehicle controller.
vehicle controller. Yeah. Ultimate vehicle control is what it's called on the GTA 5 forums, or GTA forums. Sorry. It's used to control various functions on vehicles. So you got your space dropping down lots. Okay. You got your turn signals, your hazard lights, your hood and trunk functions, including on vehicles such as a cargo bob, cargo plane, and Titan.
Which is really awesome, by the way.
Yeah, that is.
Like, yeah, because like even the people that were using it online, I saw a couple videos of people using it online and just loading players into the back of like a cargo bob. It's pretty
Yeah, it'd
cool.
be awesome. You got full control of the vehicle interior lights, which is cool. So you can turn on a light when you have, a prostitute in there. You got some extra features such as taxi light or police helicopter spotlight, not controllable yet. You can leave the car with the engine still running. You can leave the car with the door still open. There's cruise control mode, which I'm not sure how that one does it.
Yeah, the cruise control mode is it's basically you get up to speed, you press the button, and it continues going at that speed. As far as I know, until you hit the button again, it just keeps going at that speed. So, like in San Andreas, the cruise control mod in San Andreas that was written in Clio, the way it worked was you press the button, and then it's in cruise control. But if you accelerate or decelerate or crash, it will immediately turn off.
Okay.
The whatever cruise
There's
control.
another cruise control mod I was testing. I was the Lua one, but when you hit something or crash into something, you'd bounce and then you'd start flying around. Gravity was not a factor, and it was pretty fun. Except it happened to me online, and I started flying above players, and I
Then you'd get banned.
did not like that. It's risky getting banned for sure.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't suggest doing it, but if you are confident in your ability not to crash and you want to do some nice drive-bys, it's always fun. Also, if you're driving a armored Kuruma and you have the police chasing you, just drive really slowly with cruise control on. They can never kill you. It's really hilarious.
All right. So we have the slow motion or bullet time toggle, which created.
What happened to the color customization?
Color customization? Oh, I
skipped over that one.
Yeah, I guess I did skip over it. Okay, so extra color customization is created by Plastic Tangerine. This guy's releasing quite a bit of mods actually. It's used for additional colors on the vehicle. So basically, it uses an RGB value, 255, 255, 255. So red would be up to 0 through 255. Green would be 0 through 255, and blue would be 0 through 255. So you can get that really crisp, exact color that you want with this modification. And as far as saving it or saving the colors online, I have no idea.
Just hope it works.
Right.
Or don't use it at all.
Yeah, or just don't use it at all, because you'll probably get banned for using it.
Yeah.
Speaking of being banned for using it, next up we have a slow motion / bullet time toggle. It was created by someone by the name of Sackrat, and to my understanding, it's basically Franklin's ability that happens when you hit caps lock just for every character. And according to the GTA 5 mods, I guess it's like what would you call a download page? It also says you can speed up time. I don't know how that works. I haven't played around with this mod yet, but that sounds like it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. I didn't even know it did that function.
Oh, more you know.
Oh, okay. And then we have Time Scaler. Okay, so this one's actually one created by Hans Wasco. I think that's how you spell it. But it changes the in-game speed of the entire time clock. So it's great for failing missions. Just saying, don't use it while you're in missions in single player because you'll just immediately fail it. But basically what you can use, it's basically great for time lapses. speeding up time, getting to a specific time of day. Other than that, I mean, it's just a really cool plugin. It's got a whole modification menu and everything, so it's pretty good.
All right, then we got the Mayhem mod, created by Unknown Modder. Yes, that is his actual name, Unknown Modder. It'll blow up cars around you, deletes them, and smashes them about. Shoots cars that explode on impact, and causes a lot of problems online, so don't use it online.
Yeah,
I'm
don't.
serious. If
Ever.
I see another person using them online, I'll personally report them, because that's really annoying when I get hit by an exploding car, okay? Really annoying. Anyway, it can be found on GTA 5 forums. It's fun to play around with on single player, but once again, would not suggest using it online.
Yeah, and it's also take note that you should probably turn on invincibility, because you'll pretty much
Oh,
die
you
instantly.
should definitely turn on invincibility.
Because you get knocked up by cars everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
Next
And
up
you
we
might not
have
want to use missions. Sorry.
next up we have another mod by Hans Wasco. I'm assuming that's how we pronounce his name. It's the Collectible Collectors mod, which all the collectibles in single player, like spaceship parts, letter scraps, stuff like that, it allows you to teleport to them. With apparently the keys are editable. I haven't played around with it, and well, if you really want to get that 100%, but you don't want to have to run around and look for it, then I guess this mod is for you.
Yep, exactly. That's basically what it was meant for. Well, we currently don't know, or we don't currently know if he's updating it to include everything in general. Let's just peek at it real quick, because it looks like latest version. Let's check real quick. Latest version is 1.2, so obviously he's made some changes to it since it was first released. But as far as it goes, I mean, I guess he's adding more features to it as it goes, so it might be a pretty popular plugin for 100%ers. So the San Andreas Police Department First Response by Palm Beach Games, or SAPD Rapid Response, is what the actual name of it got changed to. Basically, it's your police modification for Grand Theft Auto 5. They released one in Grand Theft Auto 4, so think kind of similar to that. You can request partners, you can respond to shots fired, and basically you get the support of the Los Santos Police Department. So it's definitely a game changer in terms of just what you can do around San Andreas. I mean, if you want to just kill people and arrest them and make a series on that, I mean, this modification is going to be perfect for you. It's also key to note that the Los Santos Police Department... Oh wait, these are the exact same... That is weird. I thought there was 2 different police mods. Do you guys know?
There's like 3, wasn't there?
Yeah. What's going on here? Because
Huh.
I know Palm Beach Games, Los Santos...
Maybe you got the title wrong on one of the others?
Yeah, maybe. Okay, this one's by Rage. Okay, so the other one... Okay, so the other one is LSPD-FR. So...
Okay.
That's... Okay,
First response.
So yeah, Los Santos Police Department First Response. And then the one on Palm Beach Games...
This one is at San Andreas Police
San
Department
Andreas
Rapid Response.
Rapid Response. Okay.
Okay, that's confusing.
Okay. So the one by Palm Beach Games is not the one that was in Grand Theft Auto 4. The one that is LSPD First Response is the one by the guys in that made the one for Grand Theft Auto 4. So the Rage plugin hook is basically what's... we'll get to that when we get to that, but it's something interesting that we found. But moving on, we have Neto, and Bags.
Say Neto.
Neto, I guess. Neto and Bags IPL loader and interior teleports. Basically, what it does is you can teleport to various locations, load in. What's that place called? Starts with a Y.
Yancock? Oh, no, that ain't it.
I have no idea.
I forgot what the name of it's called.
Yankton.
Yankton. Okay, North Yankton. You can go to North Yankton, teleport there. You can load in the yacht that is in one of the single-player missions, the party yacht. You can teleport to that as well, and you can go to the aircraft carrier as well. But basically, it's a way to go through the various locations in San Andreas. So.
All right, then we got the Sleepy 9300 handling line editor. Use it to edit the vehicle's handling, but currently it does not work until they can repack or edit files.
Right.
But once we are able to, it's going to be available for us, which is nice. You know, for you people that like to drift or like to, I don't know, skate.
Yeah, basically the handling editor is going to be really interesting later on because there's a lot of people talking about trying to get the handling very similar to Grand Theft Auto 4's handling. There's been talks about
Oh,
that,
God.
so you can imagine
They can
what
have
they're
fun
going to
with
be.
that.
Yeah, you can imagine what they're going to be doing with it. I mean, you could imagine
Yeah.
entire handling scripts dedicated to like Need for Speed or something like that. But you know, it'd be kind of cool to have a really, really dynamic modification to the handling lines where it's like similar to, you know, something like Dirt. And you know, what I'm hoping for, crossing my fingers for, is actually like I really want a modification that helps us with wheel support for Grand Theft Auto 5 since it's not very good right now, so I can actually like steer, and you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I can actually like use this thing that I have sitting over here, and I can't. You know.
I almost bought one of those at a Goodwill once. It turned out it was so old. It wasn't USB or anything. It was like, do you remember those old game adapters for PC? It was like
Oh, it's like one
very
of those...
long, had 2 screws on the end.
Yeah, yeah.
It was,
Oh, jeez.
I was so sad.
Do those even exist on the back anymore? I have no idea.
Nope, not anymore.
Maybe it was. I think it was like a serial connector or something. But
Mm.
so then we have Reshade, and Reshade is a, how can I explain it? It's a post-processing injector, and basically it will change the color of the game and enhance various effects, sharpening, blurring, depth of field, ambient occlusion. Basically, the guy that's hosting the topic right now, Marty McFly, made a lot of the ENBs for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I mean, currently he's still even working on another ENB for San Andreas, which is a rework of ENBZ. But in those regards, Reshade already has a lot of plugins and values that you can tweak with if that's your sort of thing. Like if you're looking to create your own modifications to the game itself, you can turn it black and white. You can make a Sin City type of effect on your game if you want. But moving on, we've already covered the Los Santos first response, so
Accidentally, but
yeah,
we did.
accidentally.
And then after that, which is the, as far as we're aware, last but not least mod that was released this week, we have the PED Riot mode, which is, it does exactly what its name suggests. All PED spawn. PED, if you don't know, is just any civilian. They all spawn with weapons, and they're just out to kill everything. So if you just want to have some chaos, or you're looking to use the Mayhem mod with that, it sounds like something that'd be kind of fun. You could have a bunch of civilians shooting at you while you're blowing everything up. If you just want to cause a bunch of chaos, this mod's for you.
Right. And I might have mentioned that there's also another plugin called Lamar Gunner. Came out pretty recent.
Yes.
Oh god, it's pretty cool because if you partner that, imagine partnering that with like Riot mode and then having Lamar Gunner on as well. So you have basically Lamar in game, you spawn a vehicle, and it's one with the turrets. I can't remember the names of them for the sake of it, but
Insert Chuck.
one of them's the truck and the other one's the
Sadler, maybe?
I don't know about that.
It's a pickup truck.
Yeah, it's a pickup
It's in
truck.
search and pickup.
Okay. But
There you go.
yeah, basically Lamar hops on the back, he gets on the turret, and there's 3 options for him. You can manually control it, you can have him attack enemies only, or he can just go fucking full batshit and shit insane and just shoot everything, which is the mode I completely recommend. So if you do that, you know, make sure you partner that with the Riot mode, and you'll be having a lot of fun. It's definitely get some good shots in the cinematic mode. I mean, you can check out our other video for that. We've got some pretty interesting shots out of that. But let's move on to the multiplayer clients that happened this week. Not too much in terms of commitments, but we're going to check out 5M first, which is by NT Authority. And basically what the major stuff that came out for him this week, or the development, is they managed to get syncing proper between two computers. So imagine LAN mode, and two players are currently, like, he has one person on one screen, he has one person on the other screen, and the syncing is literally perfect. So that means they're making progress towards getting the syncing done for multiplayer clients. So NT Authority's already made a huge step for multiplayer clients and dedicated servers in general.
Good.
So we might be looking at an RP server maybe in a month, maybe, which would be nice. So
Yeah.
Within the next couple of
Hopefully.
months, definitely.
yeah, I mean, I think I'm just really just excited.
Yeah.
just want it like next month. Come on.
Yeah.
But
Just some stable servers would be a friggin' godsend.
right, it's already pretty bad. People disconnecting all the time. That happens to me in game all the time. But
Yeah.
then we have the latest commits for the GTA multiplayer client. The early beginning of sync players, pedestrians, not actual players, pedestrians on the network. So they're basically taking everything that they have and making sure that the pedestrians are like walking around and doing their thing first, and they're not actually making sure players. So NT Authority already has that over the GTA MP client, but they're still making more progress. Oh wait, I stepped over myself and said, okay, so it says the basic sync between server connected players. So position, heading, and tasks. Okay, so they've already got the sync down. So NT Authority, they're taking NT Authority's 5M for a run for their money at this moment.
Yeah.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
Having synced pedestrians in game will be awesome. They'll just, if you have a smaller server and you have pedestrians, it won't feel as small. You'll have something else in the world with you. You won't feel like you're in a empty apocalypse.
Yeah. So they have skin changing and streaming functions, which is great. Streaming, as far as, if you guys remember in San Andreas multiplayer, or whatever that other one is called. What's that other client?
What's the
MTA.
Yeah, MTA. They both basically had the ability to stream in like custom things, so like objects, walls, whatever, buildings.
Allowed for mapping to be done.
Yeah, so they've got streaming functions. I mean, we don't have a map or anything,
Good.
but you know, that's something to look forward to. We could
Yep.
maybe have some custom maps in the future. We have the disabling of ScriptVM script loading, which I have no idea what that does. I'm not gonna lie. Nobody's ever said anything about that, and I've tried Googling it, I've tried looking into it. I don't have any clue what that does. But you can load and unload.
Maybe it's the script hook. Maybe that's what they're referring to. But I really don't know either.
No, you could be right about that, actually. But, you know, either way, yeah, you actually could be right about that. Alright. Loading and unloading map parts, such as North Yankton. So when we were covering that mod earlier where you could load maps in, this is kind of the same thing, but it's in a dedicated server client. So you could imagine an entire roleplay community based around North Yankton, maybe, which would be kind of cool. Little
Maybe.
change. You can disable time scaling when opening the game. So like when you open the radio or the weapon wheel, it's not going to slow down your game. So
Good.
that's which is going to be nice for everyone, because we don't want people, you know, having the advantage of bullet time all the time.
Yep.
God damn it. I don't like this next part.
Disabling of whole traffic and random pedestrians. I could see why you don't like that.
No.
Because you've already made your point.
Keep in mind
Yeah.
this that it says that it's the way I'm interpreting this makes it seem like it's an option to disable it. You know, you could disable it on your server, but you don't have to disable it,
Right.
which is a good
Yeah,
thing.
that's
We honestly prefer it on because, you know,
Yeah.
it makes it
It adds
makes
to the
it
experience.
Feel, yeah, it makes it feel whole.
More
It's like,
immersive.
Hey,
yeah.
it's like, hey, check out this person. You know, just
Yeah.
you can't. You know, yeah.
Look at this fat guy shopping for purses. Nice.
then we have support for all the GTA V versions, so Social Club and Steam, so that's good that they're working on both versions. Then there's huge progress towards reversing the vehicle class, so setting dirt, plate, text, colors. I mean, that's a major part of any dedicated server is the vehicles, especially in Grand Theft Auto. I mean, it is called Grand Theft Auto. So, and then the control block, which is awesome. So the control block basically prevents you, like, if you hit T to talk, and then you want to hit other keys, type in a message, it's going to block the controls. So when you're typing, it's not going to move you around. It's not going to make you randomly shoot. So, which is great because that's a major function that needs to be implemented to any multiplayer client.
Yep.
Yeah.
And actually, what's funny is that Rockstar couldn't manage that. There's been issues of people like walking when they're talking and stuff like that.
I've had a few issues like that online myself.
So
It's
come on, Rockstar, come on. Then we have the latest commits for multi-IV, multiplayer client. We have none. They haven't said anything. They haven't said a damn fucking thing. We have no idea if they're actually even developing a multiplayer client. And as far as I'm concerned, from a guy named Ari. Oh yeah, I said multi-IV. It's multi-V. It's by the same people that did multi-IV. But just consider the fact that, stated from a guy named Ari, he has stated that these people that are developing this code basically steal the code and try to make it their own. So they're not exactly watchable. So if they want to prove us wrong, fucking prove us wrong. You know?
yeah.
So otherwise stated, don't expect anything spectacular coming out of multi-V.
Yeah, exactly. Because they've already let us down before. So
Yep.
whatever. And then we have V multiplayer. Nothing on this page yet. They haven't posted for quite some time. So they're either working and they're just kind of quietly working, or they don't have anything for us. It could be another multi-V. And then, so we get to move on to the OpenIV archive editor, which they have. Basically, this is your function for all the other modifications for sounds, textures, vehicles, etc. But the thing is, I mean, you can export all the models and the textures and things like that. Imagine basically, you guys know about like image editors and stuff like that, or from San Andreas. Imagine that, same thing, OpenIV. You're able to extract all the information, but the only thing is you can't rebuild it right now, so it kind of sucks. I mean,
that's a major part about it.
Yeah. Once we get the ability to actually rebuild the archives, that's when we'll be seeing some pretty fucking cool mods. In general. I mean, just high poly vehicles, high poly characters.
That's when we'll see Homer Simpson walking down the street killing his children.
Right. We'll see giraffe mods.
Gotcha.
Just men in giraffes driving cars and stuff. You remember that ostrich mod from San Andreas? I don't remember if I linked you that.
Don't think you did.
Yeah, somebody made an ostrich mod, and some of the screen caps were the ostrich like riding a motorcycle. So, but we could expect stuff like that. I mean, I don't want to expect all silly stuff. I mean, it'd be nice to see some immersive stuff too. Actually, speaking of immersive, let's hop back to the modifications that came out. Somebody was actually developing a fuel meter for the for your vehicles. So actual fuel for your cars, so you can actually run out of fuel, which is kind of nice. So
I'm still waiting for functioning rear view mirrors.
Oh, I know. Those are pretty bad.
Yeah, I know, right?
Rockstar, please. First person, no functioning mirrors. It's like
Rockstar. What are you doing?
Are we in the N64 days?
This.
Or PlayStation? I mean, seriously.
Hey, I like staring at Timbo as much as the next guy, but I like to see behind me too.
All right. Then, GTA Lua, this is Freaky's modification. We mentioned this before. This is the one you want to be paying attention to be honest. Like, he's got he's got the intro disable, or the intro skip. It's really neat because the way he's implementing the code is really, really solid. Like, it's just basically really easy to read. Like, you can read it and you can write it very quickly. But right now it's currently on hold because of ScriptHookV being disabled, kind of. So gotta wait for the natives to be rediscovered at this time. And then we have the Rage plugin hook. So what's interesting about this is the Rage plugin hook. There's not really much known about it. It might be another .NET framework. But the guys over at, what is it, LSPDFR, I'm pretty sure is what it was. LSPD First Response is what I was talking about. If you look in the some of the pictures, they have the Rage Hook logo down there. So maybe there's some kind of, what do you call it, a partnership between them? Is that what it's called?
I guess so.
But just in general, I mean, that's a pretty big look at everything that's kind of occurred this week.
That's a big look at everything that got outdated this week.
Yeah, and there's
Wow.
a lot of it. I mean, just looking at our huge document, I mean, we couldn't just sit here and just speak about it. I mean, we had to write a massive document that's 6 pages long to cover everything that we just spoke about. So,
Yeah.
Most of this is TLDR too. Like we didn't like write out everything that needs to be known on this document either.
Yeah. There's
And
just
ugh.
there's a lot.
Yeah.
But as far as modifications go, like, I guess what are you guys excited for now? Because
Rearview mirrors.
Yes.
I'm mostly excited about the multiplayer server mods. We need them.
Yes, we do.
Rockstar's not giving us stable servers. We need someone else to.
GTA Online is nice and all, but it's just not. You can't really do all that much with it. You know, like we can't mod it or anything like that with like whatever comes first, like 5MP or the other ones, whichever ends up being the better one, GTA MP or whatever. Hopefully, it's not as restrictive as GTA Online is.
Right.
And hopefully we're given a clear message of what's allowed and what's not allowed. Because at this point, Rockstar's not really has not said anything about what we can do and what we can't do.
Yeah,
Like they're not saying.
Sorry,
They're
go
not saying we can't completely. They're not saying the script hook is completely unallowed, but they're not saying it is allowed. They're banning people that are using the trainers, but they're not telling us what they're actually using. So are they banning people for using cruise control, or are they banning people for flying around as a monkey and driving on water on top of a those Ferris wheels?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot out there. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, they're basically staying pretty quiet about it. I mean, they haven't even made an announcement like regarding what's currently going on. So
Yeah.
just leave it to Rockstar to not tell us anything at all ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've even had reports on the GTA 5 mods subreddit that people have been banned for using the FOV mod. Now we don't know if that's the actual reason for it, but if they need to put out something,
Right.
because even if like it's entirely possible people are being banned for the FOV mod, which is completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just come on, Rockstar. Seriously, give us, don't leave us in the dark here. You gotta let us know what's going on. But
And if anyone doesn't know what FOV mod is, field of view. It's what you can see on your screen while you're in first person. Well, when you're ever in anything. But if you're getting banned for a field of view mod in first person, why'd they implement it in the first place? If you're in third person, you're always going to have an advantage over people that are in first person, because the first person people are limited to what they can see, to what's in front of them. Third person, they can see all around them.
Right.
So banning them for extending a feature that's already in the game, because there is a field of view bar in your settings, and it's just not good enough for some PC gamers like Mr. Vythrin over there. And well, I do like having a little bit of larger field of view too, but I don't care about having it at what it is. I'm not going to risk myself being banned over it. But
right.
I'm just opting not to use first person at all until I can have a higher FOV.
Yeah.
I'm never out of it, except for when I'm driving.
We can only hope that we actually get the depth of field we deserve, or not
Yep.
the depth of field of view.
You're close enough. Close enough. Whatever.
Yeah, there's actually been people just even over on just GTA V in general on the subreddit GTA V. They've been speaking about there's people that have been just nauseous because they can't play in 90 FOV or higher. Like playing at that high of a rate makes a huge difference. It really does, because when you're limited, it's just like, oh god, it's not natural. It's just very unnatural. It's what causes motion sickness, really.
I get headaches when I play at low FOVs.
Yeah. But yeah, basically covers everything that's kind of going on this week. Way too
Oh.
much, but hopefully,
Oh God, I can't imagine next week.
right? Hopefully we get to a release for ScriptHookV again that will, fix everything, and then we'll start having modifications coming out again. So
Yep.
Yeah, if you a viewer has a mod that you'd like for us to make a quick video about, leave a comment below. I'm sure Ivy there would love to make a quick video. I'd make videos myself, but it takes me about 3 years to upload a 10-second clip. So, and
One more thing, I'd just like to point out that we are missing someone down there in the bottom right. So if you have a passion about GTA 5 modding or just modding GTA in general, any other games, send us a message on Reddit or on YouTube or whatever, and we'll be in touch.
yeah, we wanna replace Michael over here. I mean, last week we had Trevor, but maybe next week we'll see Franklin again. I mean, we'll see Franklin not again, but we'll see Franklin.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah,
You know how it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
maybe you could teach us his driving skills.
Alright guys, that about covers it up, and thanks for tuning in this week, and please, or not say please, but please subscribe. It would be awesome, because fuck yeah, subscribing. We'll keep you informed
Or
as much as
don't.
we can. Yeah, just don't subscribe. Just
Oh, yeah. Well, even watching it, if you're at this point of the video, you might as well subscribe. You've been here for like an
Yeah.
hour.
right.
Seriously.
I feel like we're best friends already. Like you come to the house my party next week.
Come in, man. I'm gonna give you a hug.
Yeah.
But just so you guys know, we have a Twitter as well. That's where we, you can get the latest updates on whatever videos are released, and you can subscribe or do whatever way you want or whatever thing you want to do.
We have
And,
Twitter, we have Facebook, we have Reddit, we have a subreddit based around us. It's mainly all Grand Theft Modcast, except for on Twitter, which is GT Modcast. But if you can't find them, the links are always down in the description on every video.
Yep, we have sources all over the place, but that about sums us up. You
Yep.
guys call it good? We good? Everybody good?
Yeah, it's good.
We're good.
Okay.
Thank you for watching.
See you guys next week.